MRM has an awesome vegan protein line, and these are two of the veggie protein powders that I use. And one of the questions that I get asked a lot is, what's the difference between the two and why would I pick one over the other? So the Veggie Elite is geared more towards athletes, whereas the Veggie Protein is just more of a regular protein powder.
The everyday consumer.
Exactly, everyday consumer. The Veggie Elite comes from brown rice and pea protein, whereas the Veggie Protein has hemp. It comes from hemp protein. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah. Really, we started with this protein, was our first foray into the veggie protein market some 6-7 years ago. And there was a number of hurdles to get this to taste good. And we originally thought we'd give a nice variety of different plant protein sources. So we chose 5 to 7 different ones that we thought were significant enough protein, and they were palatable. There's a lot of additional processing or changes in processing to get things to be palatable. And so during this process, and it's got a nice robust blend, and a lot of vegetarian people enjoy it, but then we had the serious crowd, especially like athletes or strict vegetarians who have serious problems getting all their complete amino acid profile, so they don't have deficiencies that show up in their life. So that's when it developed into the 4-year R&D project with the Veggie Elite. And so we tried to really hone in on the right amino acid mixtures from different plants, and that's why we only picked those 2. But we did them, we processed them in a certain way. We have the exact ratio that we thought would be best. And then thirdly, we increased the bioavailability through some enzymes and other natural ways to increase the overall absorption and complete absorption of protein in the body. And that was, if you care to know, that was also substantiated. We had our theoretical, and we substantiated it in a human clinical trial at University of Tampa. And we published the data, and we're very proud of what we got, and it's almost equivalency to that of whey. And so to get a plant protein that's as complete as an animal protein, or that same biological value, was a huge step forward, and it's the only one on the market that's been validated.
That's awesome. Personally, from a taste standpoint, I think that this one is a little bit smoother, whereas this one's a little bit, I know you don't like the word gritty, but
yes.
it is. You know, it's a little bit thicker.
Yes.
And I think like this one I love to bake with in place of flour if I'm baking any kind of cookies or anything like that. Whereas this one I prefer to drink, or I'll even sometimes just add a little tiny bit of water and like make it into a cookie dough consistency.
Right.
So from just a regular consumer where I don't know all the scientific data, that's kind of my opinion on the two.
No, and we've heard that also, and we're trying to expand our use of our products into baking and actually making snacks, because our public, our consumers are so on the go because they lead an active lifestyle. They love to have convenient snacks, something that can be made without preservatives. I just make it myself, and I put it in the fridge, and then I take it when I go do whatever event I am. And then they have a nice source of protein. So we're really behind developing recipes and snacks for people to make, and utilize our products in more ways and more their consuming diet.